Right, after last time, succeeding in Mumbai, we're going off to Whittleton Creek.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US, shortly after the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right. So here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia, once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field.
Another suburban hit. 47's favourite. Easy enough to do. A suburban suit. Well, I like the suburban suit, so off we go.
Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
Colorado, and now Vermont. So many different places.
I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share.
Oh, hello there. I'm Charles Blake, chairman of the Homeowners Association. I'm running for a
Have a
seat in
flyer.
the next election.
Read more
I
about
don't
Charles
believe
Blake
we've
III
met,
and his
Mr.
politically
I'm
flexible
not from
platform.
around here.
Ah, I see. Not a registered voter, then.
I don't much care for politics.
No offense, but please get out of my face.
Excuse me, sir. Are you a registered voter?
I like your honesty.
I'd love to tell you about a
Just
new
between
candidate
you and
who
me.
might just change your
I
life.
don't care
Yes, sir. A
about politics
total
either.
game changer.
I'm listening.
Outlines the political platform of local politician wannabe Charles Blake III. Reading through the various points, seems that he's intent on using higher office as a way of transforming rules set forth by local homeowners association into actual law.
Wonderful.
Have a nice
well,
day.
I'm sure you're aware that voting season is upon us. Hey, back off a bit, would you? Wonderful. Well, I'm sure you're aware that voting season is upon us again. And if you're anything like me, a recent immigrant to this fine country, the candidates this time around just aren't very, savory. But we have a man here today who's about to change all that.
I don't care much for politics.
That is exactly why Blake is out ringing doorbells today. He has no stakes in Washington. No connections to the establishment. No allies hidden away in lawless groups that pull the strings around the world. He's just a common man who decided that he wouldn't take it anymore. He's here to clean up, to give you exactly what you want, and to make sure the government
well, this is
doesn't
awkward.
stick its nose into everything.
Fascinating. How is he going to achieve all that?
By imposing restrictions and pushing crippling laws that will bind
Seriously?
legislators to their desks
Get out of
for
my face.
decades. His approach is simple. Give every one of those Washington-based desk jockeys so much work they simply won't have time to enforce the existing laws. And then, while they're busy looking through their fat law books, use his executive powers to undo the existing laws. It's a radical approach, sure, but quite effective.
And this Blake character, he's out here now, ringing doorbells?
Sure is. Why'd you ask?
No reason.
Good on you. Be sure to vote come election day. And feel free to spread the word about Charles Blake III. Here's your chance to change the world. Vote Blake.
The reason I stood and listened to that political tirade was simply just to touch on the fact that I originally played this a year ago, then took a break. And I came back, and now we're in a position where it's November 2024. We all know who won the US election and what happened with it, and just kind of what state US politics is currently in.
I saw one of those security people from Mr. Janus's house, and I'm pretty sure he was burying something back there. And I just figured since you guys seem to be, working together, you might know about it.
Can't say that I do.
Someone from Janus' security detail buried something in the frog habitat
You
behind
wouldn't
Cassidy's
believe what I
house.
found.
What
I
could
wouldn't
that
even be
possibly
surprised if
be?
we uncovered Jimmy Hoffa's remains back there someday. Okay, all right, well, I'll just leave you to it.
Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important... Hi there. Are you a registered voter?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. In that case, Charles Blake III would really appreciate it if you voted for him in the upcoming elections. Would you like a flyer? Or perhaps, if you have time, I could tell you more about him. He's a fascinating man with many bold ideas.
Blake, the chairman of the Homeowners Association. If he's running for office, God help us all.
The realtor doesn't show up, I want you to penetrate the house for sale, Mike.
There's still a substantial police presence in the town for that politician visiting, sir. Could be a problem.
Right. Are you gonna come round here? Finally. Took your time.
Nice day for it, isn't it? Ugh, like I give a shit.
I expected some kind of dialogue or something. This is one big lawn. And he has a boat as well.
Just so you know, I'm kind of living out of the back there while all this fumigation nonsense is going on. And, I mean, no, look, not that I expect you to duck around to drop the mail off or anything like that, but maybe if there are any... Hey, just wanted to warn you, be careful where you take your mail truck around. We've got a lot of very sensitive wildlife in the area. I mean, the frogs? We really only just found out about the frogs. We should tell you about just how threatened they are. Pandas and white rhinos, but true conservation, not that crap they do. Holy half the garden,
A lawsuit?
Janus is apparently engaged in a civil lawsuit with another resident of Whittleton Creek. James Batty, the plaintiff, wants Janus to stop his annual landing of a helicopter near the local creek. The lawsuit also mentions Nolan Cassidy and his unlawful surveillance around town. So Janus takes a helicopter trip once per year. I think we're onto something here, 47. 47? I think it would be beneficial to locate the unlawful surveillance mentioned in the lawsuit. Perhaps Nolan Cassidy's house would be a good place to start.
Okay. You have a shovel in here, don't you?
A cigar box with a few cigars and a note inside.
A buried cigar box with a note that indicates Janus will be meeting with a constant soon. Question is where?
Well, this is very interesting. The note indicates that the box was given to Janus by the Constant as per tradition, he writes. 47. This could mean the Constant and Janus meet up on a regular basis. Excellent find.
Should have brought some sedative with me. Knock everyone out in this entire place.
Have a fly. Read more about Charles Blake III and his politically flexible weapon.
I'm really sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to let you pass. Orders, you know. Asshole. You'll never come through here as long as I'm alive. Now get the fuck out of my face. As I said, I'm really sorry.
That is Nolan Cassidy, former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald. Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus.
Hey! No, don't! Wait a minute.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
It really was that easy. Opportunism. Coincidentally, new clothes.
A recording of some sort.
Mini DV tape with Cassidy written on it.
The note mentions another house. Perhaps Cassidy is using one of the vacant buildings as a base of operations, 47.
A letter from Janus.
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe.
Chairpersons of the Ark Society.
It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
I would like to end this little security operation here. Big bathroom.
Got your back.
There are a lot of cameras in this building.
Sir, I will have to check you if you want to pass, okay?
What? Fine, go on. Pat me
Listen,
down.
just take a sec, sir. Good. You're clean and good to go.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms.
Nice. A lot of silenced guns. Can I just, eliminate the camera? Is there a storage spot in here? Yes, there is. Idly ho, neighborino. Idly ho, neighborino.
Please, no!
Be more terrifying to get choked out by someone going idly ho, neighborino as soon as they grab you. Rather than someone actively shouting at you or something. Like the friendliness with which they do it is much more unnerving. Yeah. Hey. A barracks. Plans. There's not really anything useful up there.
All right, let's call it off. JHQ, you read me? Yeah, I'm shutting this down. Over. Did you review all the mail going up from Janus's house yet?
No. I got sidetracked by all the activity surrounding that politician who came to visit.
Well, I've got another letter that needs to be looked at before we allow it through. Cassidy made it clear that we'll have no leak.
So Cassidy withholds Janus's outgoing mail. He might have written something considered confidential in the past. Might be worth a shot.
The serial killer known as the Censor, who grades his victims based on how much they struggled, has struck again in Montpelier, Vermont. The latest victim, a retired firefighter, received the highest grade so far, a B-. And FBI profilers theorize that the...
No more area of investigation. Oh. And I got rid of my, clever clogs. It's already full. I'm dragging this man through every room in this house. Jesus. That's why they say memorize your roots, huh? That's one big pizza slice. Hey, bud. Would you mind? You would not believe how much my eyes were glued to the mini-map right there. There you go, buddy. New home. Later.
Don't mind me.
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy was asking for them earlier.
Yeah, added them to the pile. What a stupid system. Record the surveillance in the attic, bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of playing the tapes as well. Why not just keep them here?
What, and risk the owners of his house?
Cassidy is certainly keeping a close watch on Janus. I'm willing to bet those surveillance tapes hold interesting information.
Just a loose brick.
Your house is so beautiful. I'm really impressed with all the wonderful things you have here. I wish my husband would let me have that one.
Richard, you are such a fool! How could you forget the glass? All you had to do was remember the gas, flip some bourbons, and Susan do the turkey. Dios mío.
I don't know how you managed to screw that up, but well done.
Hey, did you grab the pack of smokes that was thrown over the fence from the old guy's garden?
No, man. I'm trying to stop.
Ah, well. You know, I think someone in there is trying to help the old geezer stop as well.
By throwing his coffin nails over the fence?
So, Janus smokes despite being dependent on an oxygen tank and his bodyguard's insistence on hiding his cigarettes. I wonder what might happen if he combined the two.
Pointless. There's no reason
I can tell you. Boom. Nice car.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there? And Mr. Wilson just keeps standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
I know, it's weird. Why doesn't he go grab a new canister? I'm telling you, these new folks are strange. Did you see that Cassidy guy snooping around here? He's been looking at the party 3 times already. Why not just go inside? It's open to everyone.
Yeah, it's strange, all right. Oh, maybe he's a vegan? I don't trust him. I can't think of rare things.
Have you seen that Janus's oddball nurse is at it again?
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early, just to chat with the birds.
Still think they
Spends
should
more
hire
time with them. Than he does with Janus.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past him.
Something that I really tell you.
This could be the way in. Do it.
Oh, yeah. So, the other day I accidentally asked Janus about that urn in the basement. Big mistake.
Haven't you learned anything yet? How long did he talk for?
Oh, can't really be sure. Zoned out eventually. It's not as bad as that time I used the gramophone inside the house, though. Man, that tune kicked off some old memories and some long-ass stories. He dragged me down to the basement and showed me all of his memorabilia.
You know how it works.
Interesting. Maybe you should try to spark some of those old stories, 47. Who knows what secrets Janus might reveal?
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
Hardly the most subtle.
Long night, eh?
What I wouldn't give for a nice pack of Novaya right now. I remember the first pack I had back in '67. Nothing will ever come close. Certainly not this.
Easy as that.
Okay. This takes me back. The night I passed the torch. End of an era as constant. We had the Vienna Philharmonic played that night. Empty concert hall except for the two of us. A rare moment indeed. A good talk. Hands shaken. Honor among men. As it should be. I wonder if he remembers it as vividly as I do. I should ask him when we meet again soon.
Bear with me a second. Damn. I was hoping.
Good work, 47. All there is left to do now is wait.
Later.
I swear I have a license for it.
Janus. Cold War spy master and the first Providence constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
Yeah, I can't let you pass. I'm sorry, sir.
I'm just gonna go for an explore.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had. I'm supposed to meet a client for a house showing today, but I can't stop eating. Maybe you know him, Mr. Nolan Cassidy?
Can say that I do. Well, he's invested in this big house on
Oh, I just really like to take an active role in enforcement. I mean, I could just stand there and watch someone jaywalk or whatever, and then hand him a fine. But who does that really say?
my numbers are lower than the month.
Have a fly. Charles Blake III appreciates your support.
Grab a bit of food, dip out. You wouldn't have to hang around. You know how these kinds of things usually go.
I doubt they'll be wrapping up anytime soon.
Hey, sunshine.
I'm not allowed out the back, really?
Here's a flyer for you. Mr. Blake has many important initiatives to share.
I'm really sorry, sir. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to let you pass. Orders, you know. Asshole. You'll never come through here as long as I'm alive. Now get the fuck out of my face. As I said, I'm really sorry.
Uh-huh.
Nope, nothing wrong at all. There is a projector in this house, isn't there? Another silenced handgun.
Sir, you can't pacify the bastard. I lost sight of suspect. Can anyone see him?
Oh! Sunshine! Oh, see him.
I forgot that they needed to frisk.
You know the exterminator guy who's working on Batty's house?
Same guy who just did Cassidy's, right?
Yeah. So I let him use the green shipping container to store some chemicals. I asked him if it was poisonous, but he assured me that it was only a sleeping agent. Get this, he told me that he doesn't kill the bugs, he only sedates them so that he can set them free later.
Let me get this straight. He's an exterminator who cares about the lives of insects. What a weirdo.
I thought so too. But then, he told me this story about his pet cockroach, Pedro. It was genuinely a touching story. His parents were poor and couldn't afford to buy him a dog, but he found this cockroach in his room one day, and he took care of it. Pedro lived in a shoebox, and he even made a little leash for him so he could take him walking. They did everything together.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him.
From the kitchen, where he had left.
That feels like an easy way out for a man.
He rushed to the kitchen, where he found Pedro.
Still,
something like that.
I can't get it to do anything around the house. No, it's not a novel. Or a diary. One of the Russian guys.
if that's one of Janus's diaries, it might contain some important information about his past. Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the constant.
You know how much time I spent here? This goddamn...
I wanted to knock him out.
Oh man, where's that house again? I can't believe I forgot the GPS. Boss is gonna be so pissed. By your neighbor's dim-witted son, they're all like, "Sorry, sir, I'm afraid we need more evidence."
I need a key, don't I? Well, I can just walk it off. Sports flags. That garage is interactable. There's a weed growing operation? Yes, it is. Wouldn't you know it? Yeah, just get the bus. I wonder if weed's legal in this state. In any case, success. $18,000 XP for challenges. Rank 50 ICA Assassin. And I got Skillful ICA Assassin as a result. That's not bad. Okay. Well, on to the next.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Odd choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.
Well then. Next mission it is.